Hey everybody. Last year, when I first started doing my videos, I did a video about why I do the videos. Like, because a lot of my videos were just random, me just rambling or talking about news topics or whatever. And basically I use this as a social media outlet now, which I never saw that coming. It's an accomplishment for me. I have a terrible stutter. I've had it since I was very young. I was probably 4. And as the story goes, I had a seizure, and the seizure caused me to have horrible speech. I couldn't get a sentence out. I couldn't even get the first word of a sentence out. Well, I still have that. Obviously not as bad. Literally, I don't mind. I really don't mind the stuttering that everyone sees here or on the Hangouts, because I know how bad it was when I couldn't say words. I just could not say them. And I had a voice if I wanted to struggle to say a sentence that consisted of 3 words. But so I do this because I can. You know what I'm saying? And I need that social outlet. I really do. Now, I've ended up in the RV community. I don't own an RV. I don't go RVing. I live in a camper in my backyard, yes, that I remade into like a little house almost, a tiny house. But I don't go RVing. And I didn't seek this community out. It really happened inadvertently. I was going to my main homepage. I had just logged on. I'm on YouTube, that main page with all kinds of videos, the suggested ones, stuff like that. And there's one of a guy sitting and he's crying, and it said a heartfelt message or heartfelt something. And I was like, oh my God, this is a grown man and he's crying. Let me check this out. I still haven't found my community yet. So I'm kind of looking everywhere, just watching random shit. Wasn't really even aware that I would be in a community, or that YouTube had those. I know they have a gaming community and the beauty gurus and all that do makeup and hair tutorials and clothing and fashion. I knew about those. So I click on it, and this guy's crying. He's sitting in an RV and he's boohooing about this man and had upset him, and that he was sorry, that he went too far with something. I didn't know. I was just like, wow, this guy seems a little soft around the edges. I mean, he could have cried while he wasn't on camera, but he cried while he was on camera. I didn't know what to make of it, other than, he's pretty emotional about something. So I needed to see what had gotten him so upset. I'm thinking, I'm going to go check out this man that he's talking about. He sounds like an asshole. So because this dude seemed really upset. So I got right off of that video, and I went and found the one he was talking about. There may have been a link in the description to this person's channel. I don't really remember. But I went to that person's video and I watched him and left comments here and there for about, I don't know, 3 weeks or a month. And one day he started talking back to me. And not just little comments, but we were actually, talking in the comments, talking. And from there, he gave me a shout out, and I started getting a lot of subs. I had like 103 subs, I think, when I first started talking to this gentleman. And he gave me the shout out, and it's really gone from there. I'm still getting my subs like I did before, as far as like, from the videos that I do. And people will just happen upon them and say, oh, I like this chick, I'm going to sub her. I agree with what she says. But an overwhelming majority of the subs that I have are because of this gentleman that I subbed and started talking to, and he gave me a shout out. And that was Jimmy Rants. And, everybody knows that's my YouTube boyfriend. Period. End of discussion. That's my YouTube boyfriend. And we have an illegitimate child together. We have, this is our baby, Mr. Bubbles. And I'm actually going to have to send Mr. Bubbles to Jimmy so that he can have his visitation. Mama needs a break. So, the man that I have to thank for all the friends I've got now, you know, from the RV community is Jimmy. And I met a lot of people, they subbed to me, I subbed them, and I actually like a lot of these people. But the ones that I seem to be the closest to, and I can't imagine YouTube without them, my daily activities without them, is Jimmy, obviously, Jimmy. Drory, anyone that's in the RV community knows who I'm talking about with these people. Jimmy, Drory, Lucky. Lucky is Dr. Bullshitter from Whopper College, and he's got Candy. So I really like him a lot. I love Lucky. I do. He's great. He's older. He's old. Lucky, I love you. You're old. You say it all the time. But he's got so much spunk and pep. He's got more spunk and pep and personality than a lot of women that I know that are my age. He's great. He's inspiring to me. And Rosie came onto the scene, and she kind of took the RV community by storm. You know, she's changed a lot of minds about a lot of things, and she's really smart. She's got great boobs. She does. She has great boobs. I've yet to see her head. I've been told she has a head, but I just can't get, I can't get up there, you know. I don't know. I got a total lady boner for her. She's amazing. She's so smart. But these people, and RV Debs too. RV Debs lost her husband not very long ago. They had a plan to go on a journey to RVing. You know, they're just going to go RVing together, but he passed away. She just bought an RV, and she's about to go on that journey by herself. And she sold her home, and she's going on this journey. Most likely because that's what he would have wanted for her. So she's really inspiring to me. Her confidence, she's brave, she's bold, she's living right out loud just by doing what she's doing. And she tends to be the quietest one in the room, but she's living right out loud. And I'm starting to really get a connection with her that I didn't have in the beginning. You know, these things happen slowly over time, but I care about her. And Jimmy, obviously, we have a child together, and we take baths together. Virtual baths, not, you know. And then Drory, you know, he does the awesome hangouts. That was the first hangouts I ever went on, was his. And he's kind of an in-your-face guy, but not often. Most of the time, he's sitting through the hangout, and he's just sitting there. Doesn't got a lot to say. But then when he does have something to say, he says it. He says it right out loud, physically out loud. Not living out loud, but saying it out loud. And he's a big dude. He's, you know, big New Yorker that lives in Florida. But yeah, you see that light behind me? Oh, Doug's building stuff. So, but anyway, I needed these people a few nights ago, and they were there for me. I mean, they shut down and dropped everything, and they were there for me. And I haven't needed anyone like that in a really long time, many years. And they were there for me, and it meant a lot to me at the moment. But then the next day, and then the day after that, it meant even more to me, because that emotional feeling I got when they were there for me, I didn't really appreciate how much they were there for me until my emotions subsided from what I was going through. And then I could appreciate, wow, look what the hell they did for me. You know, I mean, it wasn't like massively huge. They didn't like break a leg off for me and give it to me, but they didn't have to. What they did was they were there for me. I mean, I'm not an easy person to please, and these friends that I've got now were really, truly there for me. And that's all I needed. I just needed them to hear what was going on with me and just listen, you know, and that's what they did. And they gave me some advice, and they're just good folks. And I have one person, you know, I cannot imagine YouTube without these people. I can't. You know, my YouTube experience would just not be the same. I have one person to thank for all of the community that I'm in right now. And I'm not even a part of his community. I'm not even subbed to him, but it was the guy that was crying in the RV that day when it was a suggested video. and that's Nomadic Fanatic. Eric Jacobs. I have him to thank for the people that I hold dear to my heart now. So there is something good in everything bad. His popularity being a suggested video is the one thing that allowed me to meet everyone that I've met. And so I'm glad that he was popular, you know, and is, or whatever, because without that I wouldn't have met any of these people. I'm going to put links in the description to all of their channels. They're great. I love them. I adore them. I really do. But I just wanted to put this video out there to thank them and let everyone know that they need to sub them and check them out, because they're some of the more amazing people on the tube to me. You know, they're not like all these other big YouTubers who just don't have the time or interest to speak to the people who take their time to watch them. These are real people, you know, that talk to the people that watch their shit, and they communicate with you. These are the people you exchange your phone numbers with. They're friends. And I appreciate every one of them, and I would do anything that I could for them. But Jimmy, you're going to have to take your kid for a couple of days. You are. I'm going to have to send this little precious pink bubble to you for a couple of days. I need a break. So thanks for stopping by and listening to my shit. Hit the red button below and hang out with me some more. And everyone have a fantastic weekend. Bye.